Here's your wrestling news for October 3rd, 2022. And we're kicking off today with Brandi Rhodes, who, like her husband Cody, left AEW in February. Unlike the American Nightmare, though, Brandi has yet to reemerge on WWE TV after leaving her role as announcer Eden Styles in 2016. According to Fightful, though, that could all change, as while no deal has been reached, Brandi has been participating in matches at the Performance Center, the first time she's wrestled in a WWE ring. Brandi is said to be hopeful that she can integrate Culture City, a nonprofit that focuses on aiding people with sensory needs, with WWE, as she's a board member of the former and did a ton of work with Culture City at AEW shows. Fightful goes on to note that Warner Bros. Discovery, who own TNT and TBS, the home of AEW programming, have spoken to Rhodes as recently as last month, but there's no confirmation on what the two sides discussed. It's said that Brandi and Warner Bros. Discovery have a cordial relationship, but aren't in regular contact, unlike before when she was part of the team at AEW. With how well Cody has been treated since returning to WWE, it's hardly surprised that Brandi may be eyeing up a return of her own, but we'll have to see whether she ever gets the chance to compete on WWE TV. One power couple who have returned to WWE are Johnny Gargano and Candice Lerae, both of whom have returned to the company as part of Raw. Last week's Raw saw Candice wrestle her first match in 15 months after a lengthy hiatus due to pregnancy, and WWE are liking what they're seeing. Fightful reports that WWE's higher-ups have been especially pleased with Gargano and Lerae so far, and had also appreciated how professional both had been after leaving WWE. After Gargano left in December 2021 and Lerae departed earlier this year, neither decided to trash the company, something that WWE appreciated. The report adds that the couple were considering multiple options, including AEW, with Impact being the only promotion they didn't seem interested in. Now Gargano and Lerae are back in WWE, and given the reaction they've had by fans and management, they're back for the long term. Drew McIntyre knows a thing or two about impressive returns, as since rejoining WWE in 2017, he's become a two-time World Champion, NXT Champion, Tag Champion, and Royal Rumble winner. With his career so far, McIntyre seems destined to one day enter the WWE Hall of Fame and knows who will be inducting him. Speaking on the Hollywood Raw podcast, McIntyre said there's only one name who makes sense to do the honors. Oh god, it's gonna end up being Sheamus, isn't it? He's been there since before we both got signed, through the good times and the bad times. I'm the best man at his wedding coming up, he was the best man at my wedding, we give each other hell, we fight more than me and my actual brother fight, and people get to see it on TV. McIntyre did joke that it may have to be Sheamus, but he may not necessarily want the Irish superstar to induct him, given the personal stories he fears the Irishman will share. Like McIntyre, Sheamus also seems destined to enter the WWE Hall of Fame one day, but for now, both men are happy to still be adding to their already impressive careers. As we've learned in the past, the private photos of wrestlers often find their way to the public as hackers disrespect their privacy and share images against their consent. Now, a private image is being shared online, which people are claiming is Carmella and Corey Graves, but that isn't the case according to the Staten Island Princess. The image in question shows a woman pleasing a man orally, and with the man's hand tattoo and the woman's resemblance to Carmella, many have claimed that this blurry image is of the WWE couple. Responding on Twitter, Carmella said that the photo is the result of Photoshop, and that the girl sure is cute, but she isn't her. When asked about the hand tattoo, Carmella once again insisted that it's photoshopped and said that the original image can easily be found, and that some disgusting person is trying to ruin her career. In an update, Ringside News said that they were sent a private photo showing the act, which is featured in the photograph, and confirmed that Graves' tattoos were digitally added to make it look like him. This image wasn't of Carmella and Graves, but many people still think it was, showing the damage that these faked images can have, and we only hope that Carmella and Graves don't have to go through this again. For weeks, Andrade El Idolo has been teasing leaving AEW, and that alleged desire to get out could become a reality this Friday. On Rampage, Andrade will face Preston Vance in a career versus mask match, and the Dark Order member has had some choice words for his opponent. On Twitter, Vance had a suggestion for Andrade, if he is as unhappy in AEW as some people believe, saying that if he doesn't like it there, he should, quote, get the out. Vance also said that this match will be dedicated to the late Brody Lee, the original and only leader of the Dark Order, who sadly passed in December 2020. The stakes have never been higher for Andrade or Preston Vance, and whatever the result of this Friday's match, a change is coming to All Elite Wrestling. In March, Tony Khan made a rare appearance on AEW to announce his purchase of Ring of Honor. The veteran promotion has had 2 shows so far, but is yet to secure their own TV deal, something that Eric Bischoff is doubtful will happen. Speaking on his Strictly Business podcast, the WWE Hall of Famer addressed Khan's expensive purchase, which he feels is a waste of money. How many YouTube viewers did Ring of Honor get before they were purchased? You're talking about tens of thousands, maybe? It was an insignificant, off-the-radar, unknown brand. The library was worth almost nothing. A lot of that library is so poorly produced it doesn't lend itself to a premium streaming platform. You know, there's some legacy to it because some talent came out of there, but there's no real value in any of the assets. ROH is yet to secure a TV deal, and there is a belief that the goal of a lucrative contract was a factor in Chris Jericho becoming ROH World Champion last month. Jericho is a known name after all, and networks will be aware of him and his star power, but Ring of Honor may still be a long way away from a deal, according to Bischoff. Now, Jade Cargill has established herself in AEW and is not only the reigning TBS champion, but is also undefeated. Cargill is certainly a star of Tony Khan's first promotion, but recently made an appearance at an entirely different industry. Over the weekend, Cargill appeared at the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship event, BKFC 30, and walked with Lorenzo Hunt for his fight against Quentin Henry for the vacant BKFC Cruiserweight Championship. Cargill's winning ways must have rubbed off on Hunt, who got the win in the 3rd round, but only after claiming that Henry was faking a blow from an illegal shot that missed, trying to get a DQ win. On Twitter, Cargill said that she may have to look at stepping into the cage herself, so perhaps we'll see the TBS champion try her hand at bare knuckle fighting soon enough. Back to WWE, as Triple H is always on the hunt for new talent to join the company, even if it means taking stars who have competed elsewhere. Last week, former New Japan Pro Wrestling star Carl Fredericks was seen at WWE's Performance Center in Orlando, but no explanation was given at the time as to why he was there. Despite belief that he could have been there in a trainer capacity, Dave Meltzer now reports that not only was Fredericks there for a tryout, but this was a private tryout just for him. Fredericks burst into wrestling in 2015 before joining New Japan 3 years later and won the Young Lion Cup tournament in 2019. It was just last week that Shawn Michaels confirmed that WWE will still look for established wrestlers to join, as well as collegiate athletes as part of their Next in Line program, so perhaps Fredericks will be the next person to achieve WWE superstar status. And we're ending today with Cody Rhodes, who hasn't been seen on WWE TV since June, but remains popular with fans. Even now, months after his most recent match, the American Nightmare still has a huge fan base, and now the most dedicated fan can show their love in a unique way. If you go to WWEshop.com, you'll see that the company are now selling temporary tattoos in the style of Cody's infamous neck tattoo of his American Nightmare logo. Cody himself debuted the neck tattoo in March 2020 at the AEW Revolution pay-per-view, and the reviews at the time from fans were far from glowing. The temporary tattoo costs just $9.99, so if you want some ink on your neck that'll stop everyone in their tracks, for better or worse, head over to WWEshop.com. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.